You got it, Millie? Yeah. It worked. We live?
FDG.
Oh. No, it's not because I sent it through your messenger. What about the one in the email? If you send a song through Messenger, they be trash. Hey, yo, guess what, man? I'm in here. Somebody asked me why I call him Odell on my show.
Yeah, you told me rock the house if they no hat. No hat.
They want to see the blood. Y'all see Cibolo Millie over there, you know what I'm saying? You making us say.
Let me see. You want to send it to me again?
All right. Hold on one second, guys. I got to get off this live. That's how Millie do me. I got to delete this. I got to delete this live now. You making me work hard.
No, don't delete that, man.
I didn't get it. I didn't get a piece of it. I got this on.
I got new Audacity too.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was right.
Is it dope?
No, I had to re-download it because of the stupid ass updates.
Yeah, that happened to me too. When I got that Catalina, messed up my studio program. I was hot.
Word, son, you gonna fucking here we go, yo. Now you press play, yo. Big headed ass, man. You see them fuck I'm trying to... These niggas, man. I ain't paying you, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Damn.
I'm trying to get the...
Damn, y'all.
You see how they do the dumb shit, yo?
He said, Mike live.
Yep.
Damn.
Hey, we back, baby.
Back to the bullshit I see.
Episode number 61.
Damn, I should have waited for episode 69. Shit. I could talk
That's some bullshit.
Damn,
What is?
Yeah, that shit funny.
You know I'm trying to get them man strike and you fucking...
Okay.
That's
Nah, we ain't doing that.
That's crazy. That shit still ain't. That shit's crazy. So we gotta stall out how we gonna go live. Damn, that shit. Well, he made it back from Omaha. Where he came from? Iowa.
He's at the corn
It's the
shop.
Broken
Oh
Needles
yeah.
podcast.
He made it.
It's the Broken Needles
It's the Broken Needle.
with DJ T-Rex, DJ T-Rex, and DJ J
Man, hurry up with your drop, man. And DJ Legacy City. What wrong with you? That long ass drop.
We back in the building. Special guest today. He's not really a guest. He's our brother. You know what I'm saying?
Off top, man.
Mr. Legacy City.
Yo, thank you for having me, man.
Ah, man. Hey, you know, we've been planning this for about 8 months now. This nigga still, man.
That nigga hot.
Goddamn right, yo.
Yo, listen, I'm downloading the way. You know, I keep mine in wave file. Don't worry about it. I'll freestyle better than some of these tracks. Go ahead.
Right.
But anyway, let's do a wellness check real quick.
Nah, fuck your wellness, nigga.
That boy hot. Oh man.
Man.
I'm gonna go live.
So how's everybody? I'm gonna start with you, Legacy.
Man, I'm blessed.
Well, let's introduce my man first.
I just introduced.
Nah, I'm talking about all the accolades.
Oh, you gotta do all that, man. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna get into
You're
that.
trying to borrow money when you do that. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
All right, so
I'm happy to be here, man. I finally made this like sway the board. I finally got here. You know what I'm saying? I can't look. They didn't want to let me on the show 8 months ago. I ain't having enough clout. I had a sticker on my laptop. They still wouldn't let me come on the show, man. Yo, these boys are petty.
man, hey, but you in the building now. You're in the building now. What about Jay Millie? So how are you doing, my boy?
All
That's
time.
how I'm doing, nigga. What? That's some bullshit.
Yo.
Fam,
I'm up here scrambling. We look dead at you looking at me like, nigga, you gonna say something? What I'm supposed to say?
Hey, yo, he said Mike's live at 9, though.
Come on, man. We've been past that. We've been past now.
Broken Needle podcast, yo.
Man, but anyway, since nobody asked, I'm doing great.
I'm about to ask you, man.
Yeah.
You selfish. You know, you the only child?
Exactly.
I'm the oldest.
Oh, okay. You shouldn't be acting like that. Then. Yeah, you should know better. But how you been?
Yeah,
fam?
no, I'm great.
You great?
shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Okay.
kids got back yesterday, so life is good.
They
Life
just
is
got back. Summer just started. They supposed to be gone. You got the thing backwards.
No, they were gone for 3 weeks. So
That's not long enough.
They came back today. They'll be here for another 3 weeks, and they're leaving again.
Okay, where they going?
They're going back to. They're going with my mom.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
definitely,
my
definitely.
parents, yeah, so-
yeah. Good morning. What's up, Lovely? We in the
What up?
building.
What up?
I ain't
What
gonna hold this phone the whole
what
time. I
up?
just want to let y'all know I finally made it to Broken Dealer podcast. Oh, the joke about Arb.
M9, how are you doing, my good man? We haven't seen you in a few weeks.
Got the little shit stained mustache on. I see you, son. Got that streak on you.
You got that Nacho Libre right there.
What you been eating, nigga? I see that flavor saver under there. What you been doing, nigga?
Hey, yo, can y'all see me here? Oh, yeah, there we go.
What you been doing, man? How you been? All right with you. You picked
said,
up a few.
y'all one joke away from losing the cameraman. Keep talking.
You picked up a few with you. Come on, man.
Yeah, that boy.
I think eating good, wasn't you?
I like the natural curl you got going on. You got the Lionel Richie thing going, huh?
Eating that buffalo, huh? I eating that buffalo burgers, bison burgers. I know what
He
time it is.
said bison.
Don't worry.
Damn. He said bison, though.
All right. So y'all ready to get to it or what?
Man, I'm waiting on you. You got all your stuff out the way? Or what's your future like? I want to make sure we cover everything.
No, we'll get to that later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He said since nobody asked.
Yeah, you know, when I do my own podcast by myself.
You see that, right?
You
I
fired.
knew it was
You
coming.
get his
I knew it was
music
coming.
fired.
So
I might quit.
You gonna quit.
Hey, so anybody?
Y'all ain't even break up on the day I'm on the show. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wait till the next episode. 62.
We didn't even put the, and you wrestled. We didn't even put the thing up. Yo.
Hey, that's cameraman.
Nah. You ain't put the thing up.
I go right here.
Nah, I was
other way.
gonna cover up the wires and stuff.
Oh, okay.
This is your bum ass gift for trying to be. You know what I mean?
I guess I should start covering up my wire. My shit is like a bomb in there. It's like,
Trying
yo,
to make it as, you know what I mean?
yo, terroristic table wires everywhere.
All right, so legacy. Go ahead and give them a brief rundown of your accolades and all the amazing things you're doing within the city and all that good stuff.
Well, just to be brief, I mean, I'm successful.
And y'all talk about me.
You said make it brief.
I ain't mean just like a one bar.
Oh, okay. Well, no, community activist, man. On Street Legend Studios, Street Legend Nation Radio, and home of the independent artists. I'm always doing artist development. We have our own radio station as well as our own podcast. I'm not gonna tell you the date and time because I ain't gonna do no drops on here.
man,
By all means, go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
Yeah,
Tuesday
plug your
at
stuff.
Tuesday at 9:00, you catch the Street Legend Nation podcast, whether it's Battle of the Sexes or all the guys on there cutting up. You know what I'm saying? Biggest thing is we reaching back and helping the community, man, making opportunities for other business owners. And I'm gonna be honest, most of mine are young black business owners because at that time I didn't have no opportunities. I want to make sure now that I'm in that position that I can always. We just talking about one of your homeboys to come over there. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure I'm always giving those business opportunities to people, regardless of what. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get rich off everybody. I just want to impact everybody.
There you go.
So I mean, that's in a nutshell. And anything else you want to know, just Google me. I got like 12 pages by myself. There you have it.
All right, there we go.
I like our successful better.
Moving on, nigga.
This podcast
I
is.
feel some kind of way, son.
I don't know why.
Don't look
man.
like that.
I don't know why.
Cause you know
All right, let's go ahead.
Oh man, you just dropped my phone like that on my house.
He was recording live. He had the phone set up. He had the phone set up again.
Sorry, the cameraman. I'm gonna show y'all who did that. So y'all see him, y'all can egg him. No, you good. He was like, "Fuck your iPhone."
All right, let's go ahead and hop into it, y'all.
I appreciate it, bro. What's your name? Manuel.
M9.
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 Bang, bang,
No,
homie.
they jam.
He said they jam.
That's the military. Sorry.
they jail. You stupid.
Drink out my coffee cup, but it's full of juice.
You good. You good. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about, of course, the number one thing.
Pizzagate.
We'll say that for a second. The protesting.
I mean, we covered this a couple of times, man. My stance has changed a little bit, though.
Okay, so what is Jay Millie's new stance now?
Burn this motherfucker down, man. Burn it down. We tired of accepting apologies. Tired of fucking. And you know what set it off for me?
What's that?
Drew Brees.
It took Drew Brees, bro. It took another white man to set you off. Out of all these 400 years of white people, it took one football
And I'm gonna
player.
tell you why. Because I'm a believer in forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? And like, let's forgive, let's forgive, let's forgive.
Problem.
Nah, I'm just saying. Let me finish. I'm a forgive. But then when I sat back and thought about it, I was like, we can forgive, but we can still burn this motherfucker down. It may sound ignorant, it may sound whatever, but that's just my mood right now.
Bro, out of everything, Drew Brees want to set you off.
That. I don't understand why would you want to just burn the city down.
I'm just speaking out of anger, bro. Like, I'm legit angry now.
Expound on that.
Because it's like I said, I sat back and thought about some stuff I said before. And I don't agree with that right now. I could change tomorrow, but as of this point at 9:30 on a Sunday morning, that's how I feel.
It's not what you burn. It's not burning the city down. It's what you burn down.
Exactly.
So like police precincts.
And it may not. And I know it may sound like I said. It may sound ignorant. It may sound like no. Did Drew Brees set me off? No, it didn't set me off.
Okay, because I was kind of looking at you like,
I
are you really like
crazy? Nah, but what set me off?
Go down the list. And
what set me off was the forgiving thing. Like, I'm tired of us being so forgiving that we tend to forget.
Yeah,
right?
that was my argument on the thing.
Exactly.
Black people
and that was another thing too.
Yeah, black people are just too forgiving. I can't.
We tend to keep. And the reason why I said Drew Brees because it was the latest thing that happened. You know
he's just the most famous one, but he ain't the latest.
Well,
no, I mean I'm saying like that I've read like you want to walk back.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's what his PR doing that. Drew Brees don't mean that. Drew Brees always felt that way. Ain't he from out here?
Yeah, he from Austin.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I mean, are you surprised?
No, I'm not. But
I'm just saying as a general statement.
Right, but I'm saying just thinking about stuff, and I know I shouldn't say burn this motherfucker down.
Yeah, you should definitely say burn this motherfucker down.
But that's just how I feel, though.
Yeah, but it's the thing, like
I can't hide how I feel anymore.
No, definitely. And I'm glad that you finally feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? That was my charge. It doesn't work. I'm glad you finally feeling that way, and I think because even as I'm telling you why I'm glad you feeling that way. Even though the looters were white and Latino,
right?
At first, when it was black people, they thought they would like shoot them dead. They deserve to go to jail.
Walk that shit back.
And then when they saw it was Latinos and whites, they was like they need to do community service. Yeah, burn this bitch down. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then y'all fussing about Targets and shit. Target got $1 billion insurance policy, so we making them get rich anyway. But you know what I'm saying? You want to do the infant, go down there, burn the record office down. Hit that courthouse.
Yeah.
Hit that damn tax office.
Hit that tax office. You know what I'm saying?
Credit bureau too.
So, y'all definitely hit that one, please. But you know what I'm saying? Things that matter. But what I am proud of that they took it out the south side, the west side, and the east side, and then they burned their own community down. I mean, the stores with that's not small business neighborhood owned, they can go. But you know what I'm saying? And again, I was speaking out of anger. I'm just tired of that. We still protesting the same. So like, I had my daughter this past weekend, so I didn't get to protest. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it wasn't meant for me to go down there and protest or whatnot. But at the end of the day, man, I'm so sick of the Martin Luther King example. He did the right thing. You still suffocate him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like
tired of that shit, man.
It's like one of those things too where Shannon Sharp had made like one of the best statements.
That's Uncle Sharp from Georgia
that I've ever
Sharp
heard.
2020, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
He has said that a lot of black people, they're raised in the church and stuff like that, right? So, first we had the Old Testament where it was like eye for eye, tooth for a tooth and all that. Then he said, we went to the
New Testament.
The New Testament, like,
grace and mercy.
Somebody hit you, turn the other cheek, right? So he said, black people has been getting smacked on the cheeks so much where we forgive. Boom, we forgive. Boom, we forgive.
Yeah.
It's like we're watching a tennis match.
Yeah.
I was like, because constantly, it's like, we had of course, slavery. Then we had the World War I, II, Korean War, and stuff like that. So we went over there and fought a war that had nothing to do with us. Then when we came back,
still didn't get your freedom.
We were still villainized.
Yeah.
Then you had the Jim Crow era. Then you had the church bombings, the dogs being sicked on us, the hoses, all
lynchings.
that, lynchings. Then you had segregation.
Yeah.
Then you had the crack era.
Yeah.
Where they dumped heroin into the cities.
Shouts out to Ronald Reagan, the real trap, the king of trapping. I want to argue who started trapping.
Yeah. Then we had crack era with Ronald Reagan. Then we had mass incarceration with Bill Clinton.
I can go down the line with you. Keep going. But this is the thing about these eras, though. They got away with it because black people worship that. They glorified that.
Yeah.
They glorified. If I was to make an album about Jews and Holocaust and gas and whatnot, I'd probably get banned even as a local voice, you know what I'm saying? But as long as I'm like busted open nigga this, nigga that, we good. Black people embrace that. Even though Bill Clinton was locking us up, you know what I'm saying? The OGs before me, he was the closest thing to a black man.
And think about that. I don't think black people know their history enough.
They choose not to know their history.
Do you think they choose not to, or they just completely oblivious to what's going on?
They choose not to, because this the thing. This is how you know it's a choice. Just because you never experienced and you choose not to acknowledge that it happened, you choose not to know your value. All you know is slave, but not knowing they got their remedies from us.
Right.
Every time you stop at a stoplight, that's black.
Yeah.
Every time you see your firefighter with a gas mask, that's black.
Yeah.
Ford trucks. That's black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The greatest invention that white people have made was the patent room. They patent everything, and they feel like if you invented it, you belong to them, so it's their thing. It's the military idea. Don't ever invent that in the military because they're going to take credit for it. The guy they invented, they incubated the military. He out, they broke. He broke, they got his stuff.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, like, they choose not to. It's this day and age, the internet's at your fingertips.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
All right, so white folks they're quick to say, "Oh, slavery that happened so long ago. Y'all should just forget about it."
Fuck them. 9/11. Let's stop doing 9/11. That shit happened long ago. Let's stop talking about the fucking Holocaust because y'all didn't pay their respiration or whatever Let's fuck it. Let's just leave that shit alone. Don't bring it up. Fucking Cinco de Mayo. They fucking dead and gone. Then let's just forget about that. Let's not celebrate that shit. I can go down St. Patty's Day. I am not even. The Irish don't even drink like that for real.
4th of July.
4th of July. I don't know why we celebrate the 4th of July. You didn't get your freedom until April.
Yeah.
Juneteenth in certain areas. I know it was like April 13th here. Georgia was something. Alabama. Everybody got their freedom for us blacks. But you know what I'm saying? They want us to forget so much. You know what I'm saying? Let's not forget. The national anthem ain't even part of the football thing. They get paid every time they do it. Implemented in 1960 something.
People still go crazy over the kneeling and all that, but the national anthem is one of the most racist.
It has a third verse.
Yeah.
The ice cream truck theme is a racist theme. It has a third verse. We can go down history of different things that have, you know what I'm saying, racism that was made for us that now we commercialize. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So it's not like listen, history is not hitting.
Nah,
it's not hitting.
It's right there
Black
by your
people
nose.
just don't give a fuck. They choose not to. And then, like I said, the biggest pimps, manipulators they are the church. It's the church and the liquor store. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From 1960 to early 1990s. The preachers marched in front of the people that backed them.
And I know you clown. You brought up liquor store. I know you clown my town, Cibolo. I get it. It is but bro, there is literally 3 liquor stores.
Why?
In a 3-mile radius.
You know why? There's only 3 there. You know what I'm saying? And the owners live next to you. So I lived out there when I first moved here. I understand.
Liquor, like literally in a 3-mile radius. Bro.
I'm gonna tell you
3
something.
liquor stores.
Because the owners, they all franchise. They live in the same neighborhood in Cibolo. Two, Cibolo, they so funny. 3009 to Walmart.
Yeah.
Okay, they boycotted and was marching. That's when I moved here. They was marching, boycotting, and going down to that little ass city town hall, and they didn't want the Walmart by the school, the elementary school. You know what I'm talking about, right?
It's there now. Yeah.
It's there now.
Yeah.
And
That's the one I go to.
And everybody that didn't want it there, they shop there. You see what I'm saying? But so those the problems Cibolo deal with. Like, we don't want a Walmart here. Meanwhile, we trying to get streets and street lights and streets and road pavements. You know, with our tax, we trying to get our black leaders to like, yo, give us the grant money for the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mano Ginobili and all them don't give a fuck about the AT&T center on the east side.
Yeah.
The building that bringing the money in, then going back into the east side. But hey.
You know what? It's funny you say that because
but what do
every
I know?
time I go to a game or a concert or something, and if you just looking around, you're like, why the fuck is this shit right here, yo? Like, it's just, it don't even look right.
I don't know about the Air Force base, but every military base is about the projects.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's still
Every
Lackland
military
is
base.
still-
You know what I'm saying?
Lackland is still very
the
much
property
so.
value is low.
Yeah.
It's-
You know, it always
Lackland
like
is
that.
still very much
You know
in
what
the
I'm saying?
hood.
But I mean, for us, I mean, people they don't want to know. They don't want to know. It's like, fuck that. They accepting us now. Forget it. Like, fuck that, man.
All right, so what do you think about some of these air quotes, celebrity air quotes, using their platforms, i.e., Lil Wayne said something stupid. Drew Brees, you already know about him saying something stupid. And Candace Owens.
Well, okay. Candace Owens is a manipulator. Let me tell you how I feel about her. Reason why. You gotta understand her history. You was not raised in the black community. That's one thing.
Right.
But however, not being raised in the black community, when you got into a lawsuit or a situation with your high school and those people of unmelanated, you know to call the NAACP to back you up to use that and win a case. You see what I'm saying? Then you marry Mr. Foreman, you know what I'm saying? And you think everything canon. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's one thing if I choose not to do this, but you know what you're doing.
Right.
When you got your back against the wall, you called your kind.
Right.
And used that kind and all the sources to win your case.
Right.
Then you go on about your business and still, you know, and all these women, and I say, I don't care if you date outside your race, but don't down your race just to try to, you know what I'm saying? And so, she go marry her liberal boyfriend or husband, whatever, and just want to degrade. And she used the same method as everybody else do. You know what I'm saying? Me and you guys, we may have a bad history, but if we was white, it's a medical condition.
They always try to use the mental card.
I always say that every time. Like, you
It's
know how,
all
you
that.
know what I'm saying? So you mean tell me this dude that slow? I have a special needs child.
bad, yo.
My daughter has a lot of brain damage that happened. You know what I'm saying? I know what a mental thing can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She ain't dumb or slow, but I know my daughter just has special needs.
Right.
You're not finna get a special need person to load up a belt-fed rifle and shoot off the side of top of a floor that accurately display where you can hit the most.
Yeah.
One, you're not finna get a mentally ill person to go in with a vest and shoot up a church. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're not finna. There's people. The church call it a stronghold. No, it's the fuck. It's not a stronghold. That's hate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We like to call things, you know, when if you're a pedophile in church, you're dealing with a demon, it's a
He's
stronghold.
special,
You gotta
yeah.
but when you in the world, you're a pedophile sick fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, nigga, you sick. Something's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you talking about Candace, you gotta understand when she pick and choose, because she ain't have all that energy on stage with Killer Mike and T.I.
Not at all.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
at all.
So
she walked that shit. She kept
you know,
that shit quiet.
she
Really.
kept- you know what I'm saying? But then when you get on your platform, you want to say black people using bad guys as martyrs and heroes. No, we're not. We're using the fact that this guy died. And we showing you how
He
bold
didn't-
racism.
He didn't want to be a martyr. You think,
Nah,
you think
of
George
course
Floyd wanted
not.
to
You
die?
know what I'm saying? And he didn't want to die like that. But you can go down his history and stuff of that nature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to
But
paint
let's
the
go
picture.
down a couple of these Catholic post lists with all these little boys they didn't touch and all that holy water they use as lube and such and such, and they didn't get vote out of there. And then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got mental issues. I mean, you got that much faith in God, you shouldn't have them type of issues. You know what I'm saying? So let's just address the issue.
But you brought us some about interracial relationships that I wanted to touch on as well. I don't understand how black man, white woman, black, whatever. If you're laying next to a person every day, come home to a person every day, that's of another race.
Yeah.
And you see that race is totally constantly being killed, et cetera, et cetera. If that doesn't touch you in a way to say something, apparently either you don't look at that person as the other race, and you're just completely oblivious to it, blind to it. Like how could I lay next to, let's just say it was reverse, right? It was white people being murdered, et cetera. How could I lay next to my white wife and not be like, yo, this is fucked up?
Yeah.
How could I lay next to her and not be like, yo, I'm a protest with you, I'm gonna walk with you, whatever you want me to do to support you, I'm willing to do. How can you lay next to that person and not feel that way? You know what I'm saying? Like not look at your kids that way.
For them, it's possible. I believe it's possible.
Oh no, it's possible. But I'm just saying, how as a human being, how could you even?
Well, you gotta look
consider
at.
something like
I mean, it's two things that. A lot of people give Dr. Umar Johnson a hard time, right? But I'm a huge Dr. Umar Johnson fan.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence.
I'm-
Sometimes
I'm-
he be
I'm-
talking crazy. Man.
I do believe Kobe was assassinated. I just want to bring that up.
Really?
Yes. I do believe Kobe was assassinated because he was doing he had $1 billion lawsuit against a pharmaceutical company. A lot of people didn't know about that. And your perfectly good helicopter, they don't know why it went down. The motor was good, the thing was good, everything was good.
Visibility was bad.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Anybody been in California know fog and smoke. The people in California that was raised in California in certain areas, they get extra checks because of breathing problems of being born from the fog, smoke, and stuff of that nature. But we're going to go into that. Dr. Umar Johnson, until you build that school, everybody going to doubt you. That's the bottom line. That's the biggest thing. Until you build that school, people are going to be like, okay.
Where the money at?
But I will say this. When it comes to speaking facts, like China going over to Africa, signing a contract and renege on it, true. When you talking about Nigeria, everybody like Nigerian man, this, Nigerian people, that.
Yeah.
I love Nigerian people, but however, everybody talk that tough talk and then tell me why French is almost your first language. You know what I'm saying? And then your second to your mother language.
Right.
So, I mean, it was the reason why the French gave the American a black statue of a woman for a reason. But, you know, what I know about history. So anyway, what I was saying about Dr. Umar Johnson, he was bringing up, like, even when you in an interracial relationship, like Kanye West is a billionaire.
Right.
When he died, Kim Kardashian going to put that money back into her community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These different things that he thinks about. And, like, for me, it's a psychological thing for my daughters. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep telling they beautiful black women, then I lay down and I bring, you know what I'm saying, a white woman around them. They're going to be like, what's wrong with me? Dad, I was talking to him, but he don't want us. So I look at the psychological part of it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to things like that. And a lot of the times, people always trying to say black people want to feel sorry for themselves and different things, or they use the excuse that my parents came over here and they ain't had nothing from a broke. You said the key word, they came. They wasn't taken. They wasn't took. Your history is still intact. Your language is still intact. Your culture is still intact. You know what I'm saying? When you get stripped down and brought over here and kidnapped, your history and stuff is gone. Because I still ask, who did we pray to before Christianity? What was our work ethic like before this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, before we were slaves.
So you gotta understand that these different things. So a lot of stuff, from our, it's not being deep. Our last name and our last name, we came from somewhere.
Yeah.
It's Bellamy is French, so somebody some French guy didn't have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you know, I just look at it as a whole. When you talk about, like I said, I don't have anything against people that date outside their race, but don't play your race to make that other person happy. You know what I'm saying? So Candace is just a manipulator. It's just me. Because, like I said, you look at her history.
I didn't even watch the video. When I saw her name pop, I'm not watching this.
Yeah, but I watched it to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? Because I see it's a lot of hypocrisy. Even when they're dating outside your race, we do it. We still hold a black man down. He get on. He leave us for a white girl. But we'll tell Serena and Eve, good job. Get that good hair, nice.
Hey, I got one.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the point I want to prove with that.
One of my homeboys has sent this to me like 2:00 in the morning. White guy, all right? So he said, I was laying in bed last night after having driven 9 hours from home to just outside of Virginia. I was thinking about race relations. And it dawned on me, at least from the perspective I had growing up, but a vast majority of young white males want nothing more than acceptance of their black friends.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the ones who never accepted, who got accepted, are the ones with the chips on their shoulder. He said, "I don't know, man. I was tired, but I just had an active brain." What do y'all think?
That makes sense.
He said the ones that was not accepted by their black friends have a chip on their shoulder.
I kind of agree with that.
Bullshit.
Why is that?
Acceptance for their black friends for what?
No, it's like
their black friends doesn't treat them equal. Like say
I mean,
a
lot of the times, let's be honest, black people, we are more, and now it is two-side racism. Let me be honest.
Yeah.
Because I've been in families where they be like, don't bring no white girl home, don't bring no Latino girl home. But on the flip side, it don't take black people long to accept.
Right, yeah.
Okay, most of the time I don't see white boys get treated the same when they drop the N-bomb because they got comfortable.
Right.
This is when the shit go for the most part. But for the most part, it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And let's just be honest, when white boys or white girls in our neighborhoods, they either buying drugs
okay.
or they sneaking around doing something I got no business doing. Ain't nobody just be like, hey, I'm going to go from Cibolo and chill on South Hackberry. Let's just
It's
be, you know what I'm
funny
saying?
because there's this dude made a video on Instagram, and he's like, look, these two white boys getting dropped off in this predominantly black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And
Are they playing sports?
Nah, he was just like, he's like, white people, look, I'm not going to harass them. I'm not going to stop them, ask them what they're doing. Although it looks suspicious as to why them even being here. But he's like, look, white people, I'm not going to harass. I'm not going to follow them. I'm going to let them go and do what they got to do because they're not doing nothing wrong. They're just walking on the sidewalk. So this is how he's like. This is exactly what happened to Ahmaud Arbery. Like he wasn't doing anything wrong, and y'all shot him down. So it's pretty much showing like, hey, look,
The difference.
is the difference in look. These two white kids walking through the neighborhood. So what?
Okay, listen.
What made y'all do that to Ahmaud Arbery?
When we talk about acceptance, like, he used the word being accepted, that's why I got a chip on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? If we talk about, okay, white people and black people buy the same amount of weed, believe it or not.
Okay.
But black people would get arrested 4 times
Oh, yeah.
faster.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
They get 4 times.
You get a harsher sentence.
Let's just be honest.
Of course.
I mean, when you're speaking of the word acceptance, you got to think about it. Your neighborhood is not over-policed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different factors that got us cautious about a lot of things. A spade game of us talking loud can get one of the shot if the wrong police who never been coached before come around. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we need more black polices in our neighborhood to understand the black culture. You feel where I'm coming from? So
I definitely agree with that.
But when we talking about
I think the reason why that we don't have a lot of black cops in those neighborhoods is because how bad we talked about cops.
No, that's not it.
You don't think so?
No, you gotta look at
you
what
don't
you
think that influences younger kids not to
it's
become
demographics.
cops?
Even we have a lot of black cops. The city of San Antonio is dominant Latino, et cetera, et cetera. So it's probably like 116, maybe 1,000. Let's say 1,016 cops in the whole city of black cops in this whole city of San Antonio. So you talk about 2 here, 2 there, 2 or 3 here.
But you don't think it'd be a good idea to assign more black cops to those neighborhoods?
I think so. I think it'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
That's what I just said. Because
we'll be more accepted or acceptive of what they're trying to say.
Think about it, and you're right. Yeah. So if kids in school see more black teachers,
and that's what I'm getting at.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
of course,
because
everything is not medicated induced. Like I said, when we have a mental problem, they want to put us on all kind of pills that was made from snake poison and bat blood and shit, and help us focus and shit. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking the time to learn, how that child learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to you talking about acceptance from black people ain't treating white people like this to get accepted. One, we got to protect ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We got to protect ourselves because we just not playing on the same playing field from every level. You look at football. Vic did 2 years for a dog. Ben Rosenberg got 2 rapes and won a Super Bowl and they forgot about it. And they still ain't investigated.
They paid it off.
You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So we talking about it took what the other guy who hung himself years to get caught for having a sex ring.
He ain't hang himself.
Of course, Donald Trump had him killed. But Bill Cosby allegedly slept with those brothers. They don't look like women to me. I don't care what everybody say. And allegedly, nothing proven.
Yeah.
And they ripped this man's whole legacy down. So you talk about acceptance. Acceptance. Now is the moment.
I mean, what he said, acceptance. I think he's meaning like you see, like you have a group of people, right? And you have some white folks, some black folks, whatever, and you got. And you know we the most influential. It is what it is, right?
Yeah.
So you got these some white friends that be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to hang out with Jamal and T and Legacy, right? And you got some we want to go too. Like, nah, we not fucking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what
that's just trust. That come with anybody.
Right. But I'm saying he's saying the ones that are acting out like with the bullshit are the ones that we said, nah, we're not fucking. So I understood what he was saying.
I think that was that. So if I'm 36. And all of a sudden, I like, nah, I ain't fucking with you, Billy Bob. You gonna have a chip on that shit.
No, I'm talking about from the time when they were
that's what I'm saying. But
the time they
like,
were younger.
They kind of develop a complex. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like one of the things where, dang, like
one of those kids that was never picked for basketball, never picked for kickball. You know what I'm saying?
So-
one of
so
those type of kids. Because those are the ones that become cops. This is true. Those are the ones that weren't popular in high school. The ones that weren't, you know what I'm saying, that weren't like the most liked or whatever. Those are the ones that become cops. It's the truth. It's damn near been proven.
all right, if you say so.
You know what I'm saying? In my opinion.
I got a lot of comments for you
I should
guys
say
on
my
my end
opinion.
that people got.
Oh no, let's read them.
I wanted to get Tig because Tig was trying to jump here.
I'm cool. Go ahead.
All right, go down
It's
this
just
list.
opinion, so they got
Yeah.
comments. It's cool.
He said, good morning, see. All right, good morning, Cincy. Okay, they talk to each other. Forgive, but be wise. Remind me how my big mama would tell me, you too loving and too forgiving, but that's where it's going to hurt you. She was right. If you're going to burn anything, burn the ones who stated we didn't make or create this for black people to wear. Like I've been saying that too, Michael Kors, Gucci, and all that. You burn all that shit. Congratulations on your shoe lunch. Okay, thank you. However, we still let them win if we do even this because they just be waiting to lock us up behind more bars.
I agree with that.
Correct. Every military base is in the middle of the ghetto. Congratulations. Okay, thank you. I do not agree with burning things down, but he was stating burn this down, and I was stating if you're going to do it, okay, yeah, do for the cause, do the ones that's against blacks. All the stores are against blacks. They just want all black dollars. Burn them all down. I can't stand Candy. She is in the mental coma and trying so hard to be for what she married instead of what she's standing for. Yeah, Candy's crazy. Black parents are more acceptable than white parents when it comes to interracial relationships.
Facts.
That's law. It is like it's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's law. I do have a question for you guys. How do you guys feel about Reverend Al Sharpton? I don't know if I asked this Thursday.
Talked about it on Thursday.
Hey, yo, Reverend Al Sharpton worked for the feds, and he's not for us. He's an informant, a plant that's here to do the job and get y'all leaders busted and killed.
I'm just not a fan of the old civil rights regime. Meaning, I shouldn't say that. I think we need some new blood, new leaders to step in and lead the forefront.
Al Sharpton is a plant, fam.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know Al Sharpton's. I've heard that before, but have I read the history?
You got a book.
Let me finish.
No, go ahead.
I'll
I'm tell you something.
I take your word for it. You know what I'm saying? If you say it is, then that's what it is. But my thing is, I just want to see some new, younger blood stepping up and taking the place of
That's including the
Al Sharpton.
NAACP. Y'all need to sit y'all ass down.
To see some new ideas, people that know how to work Instagram. You know what I'm saying? People that know how to work the media, social media. I want to see like just some new, younger blood.
Can I ask
taking
y'all
the
a question?
forefront.
Then I'm gonna let you go.
All right, go ahead.
This is my opinion, okay? I feel the NAACP will be more impactful with black women in charge.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. They've been having these
That's your
board
opinion?
members.
Yeah.
They've been having these same board members up there for the last. I've been here 3 decades and 6 years.
Forever.
We need a new spice or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all need to sit y'all old ass down. So that's just my opinion. Pull up 1400 West Avenue.
All right. So this is what they said. What does Al Sharpton and these victims of police brutality families have in common? They had George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, Stephen Clark, Michael Brown, and Eric Gardner.
They had the same lawyer.
Listed, right? All of these cases resulted in 0 convictions, with the exception of Floyd's case pending. You think Al Sharpton, member of Phi Beta Sigma by way of Prince Hall Freemasons, doesn't know the narrative he has to push or the outcome. This march on Washington would be the culmination of his gatekeeping deception to go into a civil war. This trial has been over before it started. The other families who have received some justice, Al Sharpton wasn't on site doing press with the families. Al Sharpton was on hand to give the eulogy of Rodney King. If you remember the verdict, all 4 were acquitted. 3 out of the 4 were for excessive force, and the 4th was undecided. African American community better get over the sunken coast fallacy with these so-called black leaders.
I told you, Al Sharpton is a Fed. He's an informant. You know, when he was fat.
Fat Al.
He was Fat Al. He got a lot of people locked up.
Yeah.
But he worked for the FBI. And you know, when what comes with Al Sharpton is that same regular ass lawyer that says he's representing the black families who's 0-6.
Yes.
Who's 0-6.
Yes. Yeah. I just watched something about that the other day.
He's 0-6 with these black families that been murdered.
And they keep hiring this kid.
And they keep hiring this dude. Like you see these gatekeepers come with teams, you know what I'm saying? And Al Sharpton is not for us.
I wonder why no one has hired what's the dude, Michael Stevenson from Just Mercy. That's his name, Michael Stevenson.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
'Cause I watched Just Mercy last night. I gotta look. I'm gonna Google his name.
That movie was fire too.
Yeah. So I wonder why he hasn't been hired as much as he's done to get, you know what I'm saying, to get people to get
Because
bad convictions overturned. Brian Stevenson. I'm sorry.
somebody got from
Brian Stevenson.
that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Brian. He's the one that got off. I shouldn't say got off, but got some deaths. Some over 140 people that were convicted.
Wrongly convicted. He got
wrongly
him on.
convicted.
Is
He
that
got
the one
him
that
on.
50 Cent did the thing on?
No, Michael B. Jordan did it.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, with the Jamie Foxx movie.
So I wonder why he's never been used as an attorney to fight.
Because, man, it's like, how can I put it? They want it, a lot of the shit is smoke and mirrors, and when somebody really about that action, they don't want you to
Because
uncover.
140 people overturned, bro.
But
That's
you,
crazy.
You gotta understand, like, when you got those type of people right there, they pulling down the business.
Yeah.
You got to understand. You messing with $20,000 bunk beds for prisons. You messing up the money. You know what I'm saying? The money, ain't no money in the cure. The money is the problem.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So they gonna get those type of people to at night nobody. You know what I'm saying? They're just not gonna do that. You feel me?
It's just curious because it's like, he's there. His track record is impeccable.
Yeah.
If I would think it would be like, yo, let me go get this dude Brian Stevenson. And, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
even though, and I guess it could be a different type of trial, a different type of lawyer, but it just seems like it would only make sense.
Yeah, and there's levels to it. Like, you're not gonna get a realtor lawyer for
Right, exactly.
That's an
Exactly.
entertainment
Do a civil
thing.
rights case.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but during those times, I believe he got
At
experience.
least seek his you know what I'm saying?
A counselship. You know what I'm saying? And once again, it's smoke and mirrors. Once again, we'll be a hashtag for 6 months. Black people be cool.
That's what
They'll,
and that going back to my point about burning shit down, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Greg Floyd. Let's not forget Breonna Taylor. Let's not forget Ahmaud. Let's not forget Mike Brown and Trayvon. Let's not forget none of that.
Even
shit.
Breonna
Orlando,
Taylor,
none of that.
Breonna Taylor case, it been so quiet. I know it just overshadowed it or whatever, but however, you gotta keep in mind these multiple police officers that they ran in the wrong people's house. Kill people.
Got shot.
You know what I'm saying? One eating ice cream. Y'all did her hair. Y'all fix her hair and give her a Bible, give her a hug. Then you say forgiveness. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know, as Botham Jean's family, if I was his brother, cousin, uncle, whatever, if I could have done that. But we talked about on a previous show. If that's how they choose to be, I can't knock it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
I can't knock it. Could I have done it? Probably not.
Listen, it's in my will. If I
Not
get
even.
killed, if I
Probably
get killed and y'all hug somebody into my forgiveness,
Right.
I want
Probably
my
not.
homeboys to off you. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me.
Hey,
Probably not.
Did y'all hear what Miss Universe had came out and said?
I didn't click on it.
Okay.
I saw it. She got her crown moved or some shit, but I
Yeah,
didn't click on
but
it.
this is the reason why.
Watch what happens.
All right, she said, to the black people, relax. Take it as a challenge. It makes you stronger. You chose to be born as a colored person in America for a reason, to learn a certain lesson. Accept it as it is.
Stop reading. Where's she from?
All right, so this is her.
Just tell her where she's from.
Okay,
that's all I want to know.
Well, she's representing Malaysia, right?
Fuck you. Shut the fuck up. Next topic.
Okay, so this is her. This is her lineage.
You know nothing about us, shit.
This is her lineage, right? Her mom is Chinese. Her dad is Brazilian, but she identifies as a white person.
You shocked?
Bro, there are only there's only four identified races in America, bro. There's Native American, there's Asian, there's white, and there's black.
Exactly. I'm gonna tell y'all something though.
That's it.
I'm gonna tell y'all something that's funny though. You know the call a lot of, and I probably get a lot of backflash, but a lot of this shit that's happening is when we talk about celebrities and their platform. When you got your Tyler Perry's at the top of his game, who's one of the biggest black directors, competition with Warner Brother, right? And all your movies is making black men out of villains. If it coming from your own source, it's more believable, right? It's not what's being said; it's who it's coming from.
Speaking of villains, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where's Oprah and Gayle King?
I was about to bring it up next. Oh, he did me like this on my show. You saw that? Fucking Odell Beckham right here did it on my show. You know what I'm saying? Fucking light bulb head ass.
I'm Professor X,
You know what I'm saying? He can't even stand on his own legs. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. He stole my. He hit his stuff in my. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, fuck it. Where's Gayle?
Where are they?
I know.
Because they villainized Michael Jackson, Kobe,
Russell Simmons.
Yeah.
They did Michael Jackson so dirty. They pulled the special of HBO. You can't even pull it up on HBO. Like you go on demand and watch it. It's gone.
Because they found out the lies in it.
It's gone. Like,
Prince was better than Michael Jackson anyway.
I'm just saying, but
Look,
he ain't the one that was being, you know what I'm saying, being persecuted. So it's like it's gone. You can't.
but even
so
like,
you know it's
but
bullshit.
so here we go. I'm gonna get that word.
Nah, go ahead, man.
Once again, Michael Jackson is an example of you got what you deserve in the media because of the fact. My mom used to be hotsing us down like, he don't never got no black kids with him. Look at the Super Bowl. It's just all light. It's all white people. Look at this. Ever since he got off the wall, he been tripping. Michael Jackson ain't had no black kids around him.
Nowhere.
You know what I'm saying?
He said,
Well, no, Alfonso Ribeiro for a little while.
Well, you don't get your goddamn.
Bro, he said ever since he got off the wall.
Listen. But the reason why I say that because of the
hilarious
fact
to
when
me,
you turn your back on your culture,
Yeah.
they always remind you we don't eat at the same table with our dogs.
Right.
You know and the reason why I say that because it's a lesson learned, man. People be like, well, his childhood. It's a lot of us that had a wild childhood.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is we use so excuse to give people passes. So when it comes to that stuff, it was just like Michael Jackson was not stunned the Muslims before he got in trouble. And I'm not Muslim, but like, once again, you know when to fall back on the culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that shit like that, people
Run back to your
forget.
people, yeah.
People forget shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it was AJ on 106 and Park that was standing up for you when the white people was calling you out your name, Michael Jacko. Y'all remember the episode? He's like, his name is Michael Jackson.
Yep.
Don't call him out his name. It's
Man,
always us.
You see what happened to AJ too.
Yep.
Got him up out of there.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? They built that show, and truth be told, he quit because free quit. He's like, I'm not gonna do this with nobody else.
But then he went to ET and then something happened.
I know some sexual harassment
Yeah,
charge.
sexual harassment.
But you see what I'm saying, though? But what I'm saying is,
either.
you get so high up, eventually we all hit that point where we ain't as high as we used to be, and they show you their true colors when you can't make no more money for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those one of those cases, and I say the same thing with Bill Cosby. When Richard Pryor was writing your jokes, you was cool. You just happened to get a mainstream break for Richard Pryor, and when you get there, you want to down that man like he was your ghostwriter. You know what I'm saying? And once again, when you quote unquote want to buy NBC, I really don't believe that, but if you want to buy NBC,
Right.
all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, they let you know again, we don't eat at the table with our dogs.
Right.
So they let you destroy a legend just to destroy a legend.
Yep.
Now there's two legacies you trying to ruin. You see what I'm saying? So they use let's go back even further. it wasn't no slave master catching slaves. It was another fast nigga. You know what I'm saying? So let's just go back. You know what I'm saying? We talking history.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never thought about that.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
never, they don't do it.
Right.
They just hire somebody who's
That's a
cool
dude
enough to
can
do
do
it.
it.
The
Yeah.
Zulu tribe.
Yep.
Most advanced weapon, most advanced war techniques. It was his brother that killed him, infiltrated, and brought the British in.
Yeah.
They let you run for 12 years so they can learn your stats, but then after the 12 years, they take over.
Yeah, thank you for your service.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No longer needed.
Just look at history. You know what I'm saying? All the women, church people.
But back to Gail and Oprah, man.
Bro,
It's
you gotta
just
let me go off on this
Nah,
thing.
you good.
You know what I'm saying?
Do what you want to do.
Goddamn
It's,
Gail and Oprah, little head ass.
It's just funny to me because they've always been like that, though.
Always.
They've always been.
And Oprah
I
from
ain't see-
Mississippi.
I didn't see them for Trayvon. I didn't see them for
Nah, they don't
for-
get by. They don't
Bro,
step
for
out.
Orlando,
we
for
could take
Mike
it.
Brown,
we
for
could, we
none
could
of
do
that
it simple.
shit.
When they used to have black guests, they had to be via. They was the first one with Zoom. They ain't had a black guest on their couch. They used to be on their TV screen.
First.
Ellen is more. No, never mind.
I
Never mind.
I
You gonna do that?
know where you was going with that.
Never mind.
Ellen is what?
Huh?
Ellen is what?
Ellen-
She don't give a fuck. What she gonna say?
Ellen do more for the community than Oprah and Gail. I'm sorry, it's just me, but I don't really care to hear what Oprah or Gail has to say. All of a sudden, Gail wants to be in fear of her own son. Like, get the fuck out of get the hell out of here. Spice Girl, I agree. I don't care for either one of them. Oprah from Mississippi, so I just be like, you know
came
what the
from
struggle
this-
is.
yeah, you came from
Not only did you go to Mississippi, but you moved to Chicago. You went from prejudice to gang violence. You should be cultured. What's your problem? You built the empire in Chicago. But like I said, but my point is they use people in our hierarchy to gatekeep us.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they use our churches, which is hypocritical. Like I'll tell them.
Oh shit! You gotta watch. What's that damn show? That special on Netflix? Trial by Media.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh, okay, I
you
gotta
gotta
check that out.
watch
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna check that out.
'Cause it was this
gotta check
dude.
that
He scammed all this money or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Went to the black community. Went to the black church. Got free and then said, never spoke to them again.
You surprised?
Nah, just you gotta
Well,
you gotta watch.
he brought in all these black leaders from the black
Yeah,
churches,
bro,
right?
you gotta watch
It's
it.
like,
You
oh my
gotta
God,
watch it.
we
You
stand
gotta
behind
watch
him
it. Yeah,
1,000%, blah, 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 all this
Gotta
other stuff.
watch it.
Took the money.
So
And just
then
out.
he goes to trial, he gets off. Hey, thank you for your
He didn't even
service.
say thank you. That nigga
He
bounced.
just dipped out.
Wow.
You
I
gotta.
ain't surprised.
It's called Trial by Media, bro. You gotta watch it.
Check
on
this
Netflix.
out though. With that, and I get a lot of church people like I be beating up the church. I don't be beating up the church. I just be because it's two things that happen. The church realized I can turn my church into a business. So your fabric is not the same.
Yeah.
Your 501c3s keep y'all out y'all situations. That's one. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you handle business different. You are paid to stay out of black issues. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But two, the church is so hypocritical. And I was telling somebody this one day, right? It go back to mental illness or whatever they try to blame, or when you in church, it's called a stronghold. But when you in the world, it's this, like right. So I tell my mom this too. Y'all fuss about y'all endorse. The Bible says, quote unquote, men shouldn't wear women garment or vice versa.
Right.
But y'all get Tyler Perry a pass because he say Jesus. But you would knock your head off your son for dressing like Tyler Perry.
Facts.
So if he laughing at what you endorsing, how can you be mad at your child? That's the confusion within the church, right? But we don't complete the whole thing. Like, he says, I would spit you, either you hot or cold. I would spit you out because I never knew you with your work of iniquity. We forget that part. Many would come in my name and say they did it for me.
Yeah.
But I wore a dress for you, Jesus. No, you did, nigga. I said, all right like that. You know what I'm saying? You got it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So once again, although we do point at everything around us, they do it because we let them do that.
Yeah.
White girls, Hispanics, whatever, they get a pass because we, as black men, endorse the dumb shit. Like, she's straight white, then she put on some MAC number 5, now her skin brown, she made her nose narrow, and she got some fucking dreadlocks. We like, oh, that's art. Like, bitch, Keisha been looking like that for 20 years. Beautiful. to when this became art. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
a lot of this stuff that we got to stop the bullshit, the shenanigans for real. We got to stop giving people a pass. You know what I'm saying? The greatest rapper, quote unquote, of all time haven't said nothing. Eminem.
Don't do that.
look.
Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
You about to strike a nerve.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't do
Eminem
that.
haven't said nothing.
Yeah.
Don't do
You know what I'm saying? Of course, he tried it. He tried the black card. It didn't work in his
Nah,
favor.
it didn't work at all.
BET did recovery. Oh, I'm gonna diss everybody now.
Yeah.
Kamikaze. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get back hot. Nick Cannon. Boom, boom, boom. Meanwhile, what black people do? They tried to wipe Nick Cannon, but he still fight. Even when he had facts of Eminem calling black women bitches and black women's dumb, don't date a black girl. So it makes me ask, where's your moral compass?
I love Nick Cannon, bro.
But I love Nick Cannon because the boys.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I was on the Nick Cannon was corny train until I learned better.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
That's how I learned
You
better.
gotta
Now
get
I'm
out of
like,
simple
yo,
law.
I
They
fuck
blinding
with,
you. You waking up. I'm just
I fuck with Nick Cannon heavy, yo, for real.
Yeah, because he been on this. You know what I'm saying? People forget, like, he can't be too whack if he was managing Jada Smith for a while. Corey Guns. Y'all like, why Corey Gunn getting money? He never dropped no album. Well, look who his manager is.
Yeah, Nick Cannon.
You don't know, that boy doesn't know how to get money. You see what I'm saying? So, and even the most powerful statement that even through all this stuff, when Orlando Brown attacked him, Orlando Brown attacked Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
I don't pay that dude no
No.
attention, bro.
But Nick addressed it. He said, y'all want me to go back and forth with this man. Y'all know he had mental issues.
Yeah, I remember that.
Want y'all help me
remember that.
get him some help.
Right.
Get that man off whatever he need to get off. I'm not going
Right.
to entertain that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to keep in mind, like, we say what we want about Nick, but this man done lost his job for standing up for black people.
Yeah.
And got it
He done
back.
He quit stuff for standing up.
And
I'm
got
not
it
doing
back.
American
And now
Got
he,
Talent.
I won't
You
be
know what I'm
surprised if he's the reason why MTV is still even relevant.
Yeah, he is.
With that
I mean,
wilding
out, yeah.
And then he go on the internet and get all these people, these different things, and you know what I'm saying, making other stars, man. So those people we downplay. Oh, he whack, he this, he did, but he did hit some of your baddest favorite celebrities. They just ain't gonna tell you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Probably
saying?
still
You
hitting
know what
while
I'm
you're
saying?
boy.
So
You know what I'm saying?
with those type of people, we downplay because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, if you want to see a black community come together real fast, disrespect the white icon. It took the whole hip hop was against Nick, and he ain't even
Yeah,
started.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on, fam, we got to do better.
All right. We're gonna do a rapid fire kind of quick.
All right, let's go ahead.
All right. Did y'all hear the audio of Michael Jackson predicting his own death the day before he died?
Nah.
Tomorrow he was like, they coming to get me. Type
Yeah.
of-
Nah.
Shit, if you owe drug money too, you'll predict your whole death.
Here came out. The audio came out. He was like, "Yeah." He said, "I'm scared." He said, "They're coming." He was talking to this other dude or whatever. He's like, "Who's coming, Michael?" And he's like, "They're coming for me." He said, "Don't be surprised if I'm either shot, stabbed, or drugged."
That's crazy.
And then like they have a little bit more dialogue, and then he was like, "I gotta go," and he hangs up. Michael Jackson died the very next day.
I was on R&R. I was in Afghanistan. I think I was on R&R in Iraq when Michael Jackson died. I came home. They're like, he ain't gonna make it. I was like, yeah, I got other things to worry about right now. I got 6 more months of this shit.
Exactly.
But, a lot of, people don't think when we call it the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? But people don't think it's the real. That 13 family shit is real.
Yeah.
It's just 13 families that
Call the shots, yeah.
They call shots. The Rockefellers are one from Staten Island, and they go move to somewhere like Cleveland, Ohio, to cover it up. You know, there's a reason why Chappelle is in Ohio and not in the big places.
Exactly.
Those 13 families that run. I mean, you got to think about it. They convinced Bill Clinton to take America off gold and go on credit. Bro, if America stood on their gold, we'll be a lot further now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This 13 family stuff is real. You know what I'm saying? They just like they don't outnumber us. They just out organize us.
Facts.
And they loot on a different level. They steal things like elections. They loot the polls, the papers, the courtroom
They steal
papers.
things like
you know what I'm
elections.
saying?
That's hilarious. Yo.
So what you think about George Soros, the mastermind behind all of the Antifa and the bricks being strategically placed in the whole protesting thing?
I think it's been a long time coming. Once they can't slave us, they're gonna put plants like Al Sharpton in us to divide us, and once they can't divide us, they're gonna put us in cages. Once the cages are full and they can't contain us,
Oh, the jails.
they're gonna kill us.
Yeah.
That's just the order of how it's written. You know what I'm saying? It's just almost walking in the wilderness again. You know, we've been doing this thing for, I can say my 36 years here. It's been the same thing. Cage them, brainwash them, can't cage them, shoot them. Let's ignite something.
Or have them shoot each other.
I'll have them shoot each other. So what we're gonna do? Take the black fathers out the home, make the women strong. You know what I'm saying? Teach this in this church. Teach that even with Freemason. You know what I'm saying? White Masons don't learn the same thing as black Masons. We don't talk about it. It's unpopular opinion, but white Masons don't see the black Masons like the black Masons see the white Masons.
I've been doing a lot.
But that's a different
reading.
rabbit. That's a different rabbit hole, though.
Man, you don't want to go down the Freemason rabbit hole.
That's a different rabbit hole, though. But the thing is, but what all the organization got in common, there's always a division. Why if we all brothers, then why they talk different than from y'all?
Are you a Freemason?
No, I'm not a traveling person. I just study everything because I like to battle.
Okay, all right, cool.
I got something on here though.
All right, well, I'm not going to say anything right now then.
Yeah.
I want them coming for your head, so.
Yeah, it's all good.
What was you gonna say? No, we're not doing that.
Look at he curious.
doing that, yeah.
You're a traveler, man.
I study a lot.
You study. I study a lot as well, so I don't travel, but I study.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What
But
you gonna
I'm not
say?
trying to. I'm put like this. This is what I study. This is what I study. When I see there's a white something and a black something with the same name, I'm like,
What's the division?
Okay, so
that's where my study come in. I don't really want to know your secrets or anything of that nature. I don't really care.
I don't care about any of that. But, but my thing is this. I've been watching a whole lot of documentaries and reading a lot about the whole Freemasonry over the last 2 weeks, right? And it's, the KKK.
Y'all already know where you going. That's why that's why I just smile. It's cool.
Yeah, the
It's
KKK
It's cool.
was like one of the original Freemasons. You know what I'm saying? And so it went from there to they started picking up all their secrets.
Yeah.
And it's a whole lot of Satanism involved behind that. So and then it goes into like the fraternities, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So the Freemasons and the fraternities, they have a mirror like
Yeah.
blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. I already know where you was going with. That's why I
Yeah,
say, hey, look, I'll tell you something. Hold on. Y'all can't go on YouTube. It's cool. But look, it's cool. But that's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why is this and then it's this? So, I mean, it's almost like.
Oh, but hey, before I lose my train of thought, real quick.
Go ahead.
All right, so the judge, right, who came down and gave Amanda Geiger a hug, right?
Yeah.
Her and the lawyer,
Yep. Said
they're in the same fraternity. They were both Deltas.
they're both deltas. Yep.
So Deltas fall up under the whole,
Tree.
Yeah.
The umbrella.
yeah.
That's why my dad was growing up. He was like, you a man. You don't need no organization to solidify you.
Right.
So I say little shit like, I don't need no gang to stand behind me. You got some people that's raised like Emmitt Smith, then some of us raised like Barry Sanders.
Right.
I don't need the block to get where I need to go. I know how to make my way through there. And I don't need to be solidified nobody. And you're not finna brand me. I'm gonna give you Q or whatever. Understand that.
I'm not a cow. I am not.
You're not finna brand me. You're not finna put some hot on me. Ain't, no.
That shit like it hurt too.
Nah,
Good,
nigga,
yeah.
why would you want to brand like, bruh? Like y'all want to be talk about brands and be branded like we never been branded before. That's how we got here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That hot ass shit on you, man.
bruh.
My bad.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people that accuse and stuff of that nature. Congratulations. I just don't feel like I need that to solidify.
And when I was asked to be a couple times, like, yo, man, come to the meeting, this, that, and the third. And I thought about it, and I was like on my way, basically.
I got a problem with authority.
And
so
then,
I was doing
and
nothing.
not even that, I was like, I just didn't want to be a part of something that was just that secretive because it just didn't feel that right to me. Like, if it's that secretive, it's like,
Bruh.
what the fuck are y'all doing? It's so secretive.
They
You know what I'm saying?
Like this-
It just didn't feel right with me, so I didn't go.
Ain't no butt breaking here. I'm telling you.
they were saying
cool.
like if you went out and like leaked a secret or something like that,
You could die.
they can come and kill you.
Nah, see, nah, I don't want no part of nothing like that.
And then it
It
goes.
just didn't. I was like, this. I was getting dressed on my way. I was like, bro, this, nah.
Then it goes.
I ain't coming. I'm cool.
I know you've seen the checkerboard
Yeah.
floors they have.
Yeah.
You already know that. That goes hand in hand with the whole Satanism,
Right.
cannibalism,
Right.
Spirit cooking.
Yep.
Right.
Three cups of jealousy and a
Right.
couple drops of it. Man, listen, I keep telling y'all keep thinking these 13 families fake. Yeah, they let y'all call it an Illuminati, but it's
Man,
really 13 people running this whole thing.
I swear, black people, y'all got to start doing it. Doing the
The
knowledge.
research.
Do
They-
the knowledge,
you know,
man. There's so much stuff out here that we don't know.
Bro, this we quick to accept anything, man. That's why I just be like, y'all got it. If I never make it big as, I even got asked before, like I got connection with a lot of people in the industry. Why I'm not as farther I am. I am. I'm free. I got my own creativity.
There
I
you
get
go.
paid 104. Nobody owns Legacy City.
Right.
Nobody owns Street Legend. That's something I built. Slept under a bridge, whatever. I could have been out. I own this. I own this completely, 100%. No organizations, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you part of that stuff, man, you gotta keep in mind. You can't speak out like you want to.
No.
You can't. Oh, that's fucked up. No. None of that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've been in meetings where people that said, I've been in meetings with big people, and they're like, fuck Black Lives Matter. That shit don't mean nothing to me. And I'm just sitting there like,
Did you
with a
know?
black man in charge.
Yeah. No.
Did you know one of the biggest contributors to Black Lives Matter is George Soros,
Yep.
the guy behind the.
The organizing bricks. But listen, I'm gonna tell you
Y'all
something.
look at me crazy when I said the Black Lives Matter shit.
Nah,
Who?
no, that.
Yeah, y'all did.
No.
On fucking when we was on the pod on Street Legion, just fucking Thursday.
I looked at you
No,
crazy.
I did.
You looked at me
Cause
crazy.
you did like this. She was like, oh, and pulled back like.
No, you looked at me crazy when you was like everybody included, and I was just like, yo, I got a phone call about that too. You know what I'm saying? This party for everybody. They said my face said bullshit. Cause black people are too inclusive. We always want to include everybody. We ain't ever included in shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't think about us when they trying to rebuild their shit. They trying to get rid of us. Like, why do we got to include everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like, why?
I can.
That's why I made that comment. I was
I can
like, yo,
respect that.
who we doing this for? Because we ain't tear that shit up down there. I'm not going to be a part of it. I refuse anything that would make me look coonerish. I'm not going to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. Because I'm like,
No, I can respect that.
we so accepting of no one want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Yeah.
Shit, that hurt our
Y'all
feelings in a
feeling
minute. They
bad.
told Tiger, don't you bring no collard green to the Masters after he said he went black.
Did y'all?
They don't care, man. They be hurt our feelings, man.
Did y'all know Tiger? He came out and said something else crazy like a few days ago.
Because he got his wife back.
Bro. Just win, Tiger. I don't give a shit about that. I'm not listening. I'm not following you when you say none of your dumb shit. Just win.
Wait,
That's it.
I'm gonna read something. Michael definitely knew you can only run for so long. I'm gonna tell you something about. I'm gonna tell you look at the Dangerous cover. When you're a part of that, you are owned by them, and they have to operate how they see it. Just think about Michael Jackson once again.
Right.
And a lot of people be like, "Why you keep attacking Michael?" Well, Michael worshipped the most satanic man in the world. He worshipped Alec Cross.
Oh,
yeah.
He worshipped the man.
Yeah.
It's on his CD cover. He shows you the ritual of how to spirit travel through kids and a monkey. They think Bubba was a fucking pet. He was part of the ritual.
Yeah.
And Alec Cross at the bottom of the CD cover, like he worshipped these different things. Of course he was talking to the man in the mirror. It's a satanic thing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Michael J, you gotta think about it. This man was a little black boy, grew up to be a rich white woman. So you gotta understand the transformation of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you had a bell pepper nose as a kid, you die looking like Elizabeth Taylor. Bro, it's levels to this shit.
Facts.
And y'all talking people like Michael, I get it. But his album cover shows you the worshipship of the most satanic man who believes he can have sex with men, women, kids, any other color, and walk around with a priest hat on.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Look, do your research. He's showing you the ritual of how to listen. Man, look.
I never looked.
Did
Wow,
that-
I never paid attention to this cover.
Bro,
this shit is crazy.
The man is at the bottom of the corner. You see that white man right there?
Yeah.
That's it right there?
Yeah. Boldly. You see the transformation?
I never
the
looked
little
at
boy
this
in there
shit.
going through the transformation. That's why he had to sleep these things of that nature, man. Y'all got to, people be worshiping things, don't even know why.
I never looked. I mean, I'd never really listened to the album, to be honest, bro.
I'm just saying, but it's just so bold in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you get out of line, you're going to get those phone
Bro,
calls.
it's so much symbolism that's placed in all these ads and stuff
Oh, CNI,
that we have no idea.
From all of it, man. But like we get these people, these icons and different things of that nature that happens, and we talk about certain things. Do I believe it? Do I believe Michael Jackson would mess with those little kids? It's some truth to it.
Yeah, it has to
because
be.
you know why it's some truth to it? Because half the ritual had to do with the innocence of a child.
Yeah.
All the rituals got that one thing in common. And you mean to tell me he boldly with the most satanic man in the world in the history? It's said in the history, this is the most satanic man in the world. He's on Mr. Do You Climb Trees? CD cover?
That's just crazy.
That's why.
Your life ain't started getting bad until you told the world they don't care about us. Your ass want to start getting out of line. After you done put this man and showed the ritual of how y'all work on your CD cover. Nigga, you telling secrets and you get out of line?
Oh yeah, you doing too much.
You
man.
doing too much, Michael.
Way too much.
Joseph, get your ass over here. You know what I'm saying?
Papa Joe.
So you gotta keep in mind, like these different things happen. It's
crazy,
right in our face.
I
We talking about this
never
biggest
looked at that
icon in the world, who once again, like I said, it's not what's being said, it's who it's coming from.
Yeah.
You got icons like Michael Jackson worshiping people like that of that degree. Of course, they can go through and do what they want to do in our culture.
Wow. All right, let's go on to the next one. Independent autopsy reveals asphyxiation was the cause of death of George Floyd's death. We already knew that.
Yeah, it's asphyxiation. Just to let you know.
So
I
you
was,
mean
I was getting caught
Yeah.
up.
Nah, I'm just saying because you all say I can't talk and
You
read.
can't.
And I, know, I'm
Well, this is my thing.
asphyxiation.
it took a death and looting and riot to clear the coronavirus?
Hold up. You didn't practice one word.
Yeah, get it. Oh, this is personal. Let me stop.
And now you're a scholar. Huh?
You all
I'm
was
just gonna
talking
get
about-
stolen on first. I don't know, but it's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to
Y'all
get.
talk about that you can't read, you can't talk.
You can't- 'cause you
asphyxiation,
can't, though.
Whatever, son. I said I can say
Ain't
that
you
word
from
though.
the East Coast, though, right?
Yeah, I'm from South Carolina.
That's not East Coast.
No.
Definitely. That boy there. Man, ask your goddamn question about custom.
We already know about that. Jason Whitlock was fired from FS1.
Bye.
Chunking up the deuces. Get your ass out of there.
Yeah,
Bye.
he was the biggest
Fuck outta here.
coon that there was. R.I.P. to Wes Unseld.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Carol Baskin. She takes over Joy Exotic Zoo.
Fam.
Hey, yo, check this out. Check this out. I want to see y'all. I want y'all to see something.
What's up?
That's why I said that movement is real. I'm supporting y'all all the way from Africa. Hey, shouts out to Zimbabwe. You know what I'm saying? Broken Needle.
Appreciate it.
Hey, yo, send me your music to Broken Needle Podcast
At Gmail.
at gmail.com. This boy is cold.
Oh, yeah?
This boy Cole out of Africa.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely send that.
Yeah,
Send
from
that,
Zimbabwe.
send
That boy
send
Cole.
that.
I'll let y'all hear his music once we get offline.
I bet.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead. Go. What you? Somebody died.
Yeah, nah. I know you watched. The what's this shit, Tiger King on Netflix.
Tiger King. Okay.
You
Yeah.
watched the
Yeah.
special. Yeah. So you know the chick that he was gonna.
Joe was really beefing with everybody he
Yeah.
tried to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. She now owns his owns his Tiger Zoo or whatever. you
Damn.
wanna call
Bang. Bang. Don
it.
DeMarco.
Talk about chess move. Talk
Just
about
like that.
chess move, bro. Like you tried to kill him and take your fucking zoo.
Yeah,
That's
he
crazy.
done. Hey, yo, does that mean that dude low sold it?
Yep, exactly. Yep, his partner. Yep.
Don DeMarco. Shit like that.
Wendy's is canceled by Black Twitter.
And you see, they came back out and said, like, yo, we do not support Trump.
Exactly.
I said, damn.
But
shit is
see, that's
real.
my point. Black people that just prove my point. If we just be like, you know what, man, fuck Gucci, we ain't buying no more of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
We been
Yeah.
said that shit, but they still buy it.
You know what I'm saying? But you got a Floyd Mayweather who's one of the highest paid. Like, I'm still doing what I want to do. Once again, it's not where it's coming. It's not where it's coming from. It's who it's coming from. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
Wendy's
saying?
came online and was like, nah.
No, that ain't us.
That
That
ain't
ain't
They
it.
like Dave is rolling in his grave.
It was exactly.
We got to keep y'all with high cholesterol. No, we don't support Trump.
Exactly.
Troy Ave versus Joe Budden.
Yeah.
Troy Ave basically said that he had smashed every girlfriend Joe Budden ever had. Who cares? All right.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something about Joe Budden. Joe Budden is the most underrated lethal diss tracker ever. If that boy had Hov on her head, y'all forgot. I'm more like Dirk Nowitzki. I'm not from these parts. Y'all almost forgot. Joe Budden is a killer, man.
Exactly.
Ransom,
Exactly.
rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? I can go down a whole list.
He went against the whole G unit by himself.
But you heard what Game said. I almost laid my pen down once I died to Joe Budden on that music video where he was. And this generation is whack, by the way, when it comes to music. Ain't nowhere in the hell Drake can out-rape Joe Budden, out-rap Joe Budden. He dropped some diss, but it had the cannabis effect. Cannabis wasn't as strong as LL popularity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look, Joe Budden is top 5 in my book, man.
Oh, he's number 3 for me.
That boy is a killer. That was a killer. Y'all must forgot about Ransom Note 1 and 2. I can go down the list. I'm a Joe Budden fan. He'll put
Ditto.
You know what I'm saying? That boy's, y'all keep thinking that jump, pump it up is Joe Budden.
Nah, it ain't. That was just a commercial song to try to win some money.
Oh.
All right, Kanye makes $2 million donation. Black people still mad because black people just stay mad over the dumbest.
Salute, yeah.
I salute.
MJ gave $100 million.
Michael Jordan donating $100
Michael
million.
Jordan got tired of, like, nigga, you own prisons. He was like,
Yeah, I know.
He's like,
false
that is
narrative,
not
man.
me.
Exactly.
It's another dude named Michael Jordan.
Okay, let me publicly apologize because I was one of the ones that like fuck them 11s. They go to prison money.
Right.
Michael Jordan from New York, North
Right,
Carolina,
right.
does not probably own prison. I'll publicly apologize for pushing that narrative.
Wrong hole, fool.
You know what I'm saying? But however, Michael Jordan stay away from niggas. Now he do now. Any man that still wear gold hoops in it, I'm just playing now. I mean, Michael Jordan, he doesn't own a prison. You know what I'm saying? But he does own cigars. And he does have a gambling problem.
Yeah.
And he was not sick. There's no such thing as a flu game. You was drunk.
You was hungover.
You was hungover.
The NFL acknowledges they made a mistake.
You know how I feel about that.
I started watching football when Michael Vick went to jail. I don't give a fuck. The NFL can't tell me
All
nothing.
right, so we'll keep it moving. Second stimulus, second stimulus check may not happen to the 4th of July.
You must be a football fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, die hard.
We both are. I came back.
But he's leaving again, so
Yeah,
I'm on the island by
I'm probably
myself.
going to be back on my boycott.
You're going to be a nigga for life. NFL.
It's plain to see. You can't change me.
Go be a nigga for life.
Plain to see. They're going to be hanging. No, so, look, go ahead.
Let's see. Second stimulus check may not happen until after the 4th of July.
Look, fam. Y'all got to pay that shit back.
we know. The Senate proposes a $10,000 a month bailout for families to help weather the corona.
The corona got
For
cured.
who, though?
Yeah, I know. I thought the corona got cured when the first Target burnt down. None of them niggas had social
Man,
distance.
speaking of social distance, I was on Facebook this morning, and that Club Galleria, bruh, wall to wall, son.
For real?
I'm like, well, I guess it's over. That joint was wall to wall.
Listen, man,
son.
I'm watching the federal building. The federal building ain't operating yet. I ain't going nowhere.
Wall to wall.
Bro, I live by that. I go to the studio, have my clients, and I go home. The federal building's not open.
We got 3,300 new cases in Barry County since the opening of the first wave. Going
Does it-
into the since the opening of the second wave.
Because they haven't met their death quota, man. Of course, they're going to be like, okay.
I mean, and the thing is, like, you can't go back to quarantine. Like, you can't
Can't
put
go
us
back.
out
Nope.
and then go right back to saying you got to
I mean, I was in the infantry, come back for 10 years. I'm used to quarantine. I don't even like people. Like, leave me alone.
That's all I have as far as topic wise. So let's get into the musica.
I thought you were gonna say something about Lil Wayne.
He's an idiot. Is it?
What you want to say about? I mean, you must got something to say.
Nah, I
about
just
it.
remember.
No, well, okay. Lil Wayne here said,
He recanted that. Lil Wayne said Uncle Bob saved him. He's all the black police ran over him and went to the gun.
Lil Wayne said it's everybody's fault for George Floyd's death.
But his new
What's the context of that though?
But the new
what-
like black people need to be more accountable and look at everything instead of just want to
It's
go
like
to
you can't. He said you can't blame just white people. Black people had a hand in it.
So black people had a hand in three cops putting their whole entire body weight, crushing this man's chest and crushing this man's neck for him not to breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah, reason number 1,000. I'm not a Lil Wayne fan.
this is the truth of the matter. If we was at a rally or event, right? There's a bunch of us black dudes. I'm not gonna say niggas, but it's just a bunch of us out there. I know my team, my homies I roll with. One of y'all got y'all pinned down with 2 or 3 cops on y'all neck. We fighting.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm just letting you know, police is not safe in our area to my jumping one of my dogs. I didn't come up in the camera World Star era. Like, look, either we're going to die together, we're going to have bump bed cash, or we're going to be paying for this lawyer fee to get killed.
Exactly,
But you're not finna do it. No, I'm finna tie this bitch up. They're just, I'm built like that. I'm to the point right now, my daughter's straight. If I die today, Melanie get $500,000.
Yeah,
Understand that?
yeah.
So, and I'm to that age where now, in my success, I done own my place. I done made opportunity for the community. Like, just this culture thing, the disrespect, like, when I'm in my kitchen in the middle of the night crying, it's just like, all right, fuck it, I don't got nothing else to lose. I done did everything.
Right.
I done did 1 million plays, 1 million views. I done did everything that everybody said was success. I got the Instagram. I did it. But now culturally, it's like, my life is sacrificial now because of the fact that I know you don't give a fuck about me. And the worst one, to be honest, are black cops. I get the black cops want to put on a show for their counterpart.
Every time.
But you don't sit your black face down somewhere. What's wrong with you? I'm like, it just point blank. I'm just to that point right now. Like, yes, fuck it. You know, if it happened, it gonna happen. You better get rid of me.
That's how I felt when I said burn this motherfucker down. That's exactly how I felt.
I mean, I've been feeling that way for a while,
You're so
man.
frustrated and just so like, just sitting
That dog
back and
gotta
just
pee.
think, yeah, something. Just sitting back and think it's just.
Damn,
just
Hercules,
frustrating, bro.
Goddamn nuts hurting over there. He got a pee with. Hercules got a bit. Cuss that dog. You better stop. You know, 2 things that will get you locked up:
Yeah, exactly.
dogs. Don't disrespect that dog on
Nah,
camera.
here we go, yeah. That dog is so
Dude,
this damn
ladies
dog.
and gentlemen, I don't want to move out these streets.
This damn dog.
New mixtape coming soon. The Duke.
So what you got? But
DeMarco.
why he doing that? What you got coming in the future, man?
Man, of course, you know, we steadily building the empire. It's the Street Legend podcast. The Street Legend brand, you know, the Street Legend Nation is, we became a media outlet. Just put
That's
people,
a dope space you got, bro.
Thank
I
you.
know I told you before, but that is a really dope space.
Thank you,
got.
man. I definitely appreciate it. People like y'all ain't met my president, but Zetra, Lala Maria, y'all know
Right,
her.
yeah, Lala.
You know what I'm saying? Lazari Kane, my brother Hefe, just the immediate team. We just all building. Lala about to drop her new album, Emotionally Driven, this summer. We gonna follow up with my brother Hefe Jones, Georgia, Illinois. We Chicago, right?
Okay.
So we got still doing music stuff of that nature, but my focus is more or less just how can I impact the community? The biggest thing is my future goal is to control the narrative of our community.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have I ain't gonna say we don't have a strong black media presence because we're divided. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm one of these shows that done had every other radio personality from somewhere on my show, other podcasters on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because we need that unity. Everybody is telling our story. And people don't understand the winners write history. You feel me? So if we get a Broken Needle podcast with Street Legend, how about we broaden our horizon, and we telling our story on different levels, not just your people, but my people. People seeing y'all like these boys are DJs, by the way, as well. We got a bunch of kids that want to do DJs. Y'all cover the technical part. I teach them how to monetize it,
Gotcha.
and we become a business, a corporation. We become our own school.
Right.
That's what I'm going for. Eventually, I got a small.
Well, I
building now.
told you, man. You let me know. You get a group of kids that want to learn something. I'm there, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I know we tried to do it with the community center, but it didn't work out. But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is what
This
it is,
time,
bro.
God timing is different.
Yeah.
Biggest thing is, along with Adrian House, we need our own school. Like, if I run across the money I need to, I ain't gonna try to build one. I'm just gonna go buy one. Like my dog Adrian House, man. She knows what she doing. You met Adrian, y'all know how Adrian things just. We working towards that goal.
She works her butt off. Yeah.
Yeah, we working for that goal to own a building big enough so we can have a classroom that's built with DJ equipment, that's built for production, that's built for, because it's important. You know what I'm saying? We let the television. So we need to start writing our own narrative. Think about it. You look at documentaries, it's always white people telling our story. Like, bitch, you weren't there with Nat Turner. If he got cremated and they made sure they throw his ashes everywhere, how you know what he looked like was no pictures? You know what I'm saying? So it just those, and I don't want nobody to think, oh, he just white people. No, I'm not anti-white. I'm just super pro-black, but I'm super pro-right too.
Right.
We have a lot of black people that's not right at all. You know what I'm saying? And even in this era of police brutality and unpopular opinion, disclaimer, you know what I'm saying? The Obamas ain't speak up on police brutality. They didn't speak up on Trayvon Martin. They rather deal with homosexuality issues instead of ours. You know what I'm saying? They dealt with that. They chose that card over black issues. And I'm not bashing that community, but let's
you're
get
not
one.
lying, though.
Let's get one thing understood.
Yeah, you're right.
When the LGBTQ,
TQ.
Okay, make sure I say that right, because I want to make sure I address it properly. When you are marching and fighting for your rights, you are fighting for the acceptance of a behavior. You are fighting for somebody to accept your behavior. You're not fighting for the rights to be treated like a human being. It's different. And the Obamas didn't acknowledge that.
That's a bar right there.
You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. So those type of narratives, I'm not against you, but just because I don't agree with you, it's not a hate crime. It's not bashing. We cannot even disagree with that community without somebody saying, oh, you bashing or you got some phobia. I don't have a phobia. I don't fear nothing. If I don't want my son or my daughter dressed in a certain way, that's how I'm raising my kids. It's not that I'm against what you do. That's just not gonna happen in my household. When they get older, they can do what they want to. That's not hate or a phobia. You know what I'm saying? Understand. So when you putting these, you gotta think about it.
And that's crazy because you say phobia, and the meaning of phobia is a
It's
fear.
fear.
Or something.
They
so
want
it's
to say,
like,
"Oh,
I'm not fear.
I'm not
afraid of you." Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a tallywhackophobia.
Yeah.
No, I don't. That's fucking stupid. I just don't want that being shown around my kids. That's not a phobia. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just addressing the
stupid,
situation. And people like you can't address a disagreement. Like, I'm gonna show you how. Let me show you a ripple of that, right? We got a debate to take black history and civics out of schools. Should we teach it or not? Right? But you want to teach same love for sex education without the parents' discretion. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So we are fighting two different wars. We may look like we're marching the same, but we at two different wars. You want an acceptance of a behavior. We simply want to be treated like a human being. We don't want to walk around the store and somebody following us,
Right.
or whatever. Y'all don't have that issue.
We don't want to pull it over and get our knee on our neck.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't have no issue. Even the cops know you better not beat up no gay man. That's your career. It's a hate crime. It looked bad, and you embarrassed the force. That's how much power they got.
Wow.
Shit. Yeah. Think about that. Not think about that.
Bang.
Yeah, so
Don DeMarco.
Don DeMarco.
I probably will never get put back on the Broken Needle podcast.
good, bro.
Nah,
we most
time
definitely
out.
gonna bring you back.
You whenever you be like, yo, what y'all doing? Yo, y'all pod come
Yo.
through.
You know, hey, every Sunday we here. It's like,
Word, bro. Come
Definitely.
on,
every
Definitely.
Sunday
Thanks
we
for
here.
having me.
Yeah.
Yo,
So
bang.
we're gonna go ahead and
You got an open invitation, bro.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hey, this other cat just sent the track in.
Yeah, I saw it. I got it.
All right. man.
Yeah, my track just ain't gonna come through. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you bring it next
That's
time,
all right.
man.
I got bars.
This track is from Truth to God. It's called I See Them Looking. So here we go. Let me turn this joint up.
Shit.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Shit.
I'm about to listen to this music online. I'm gonna catch y'all later.
I play with me, then I'ma spin. Bitch, play with me, I hit your friend. Now I ain't think I was gonna take out, but I did. Notorious with the hustle, it's a must, I do it big. I see him looking, give a hater something to see. I see him looking, give a hater something to see. I see him looking, give a hater something to see. I see him looking, give a hater something to see. I see him looking, give a hater something to see. I see him looking, give a hater something to see. I see him looking, give a hater something to see. I see him looking, give a hater something to see. Got about 5 set of keys, I can duck off when I please. I ain't gotta take a trip to flood the city with them P's. I'm in tune with them G's, that's their thug life. Gotta go hard when you here, cause you can't thug to 'em.
Yeah, that was Truth to God. I See Them Looking. I'm not rolling. I'll let you all give your opinion.
no, we got to go to the resident.
My fault. I forgot I got old ears. Come here, Junior.
Yeah, you got the young voice. Hey,
Come here, man. Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Legacy, that's my oldest son.
My son, I thought that boy had on a chain. This boy chains embedded in his shirt. Boy.
What's your take on that one, man? Oh yeah, turn it.
He said, it's just on.
All right, I'm not rocking with that one. Nah,
That ain't it?
no.
That ain't it.
Did he need some auto tune for you to feel it?
I guess I ain't like the beat. There's a couple things.
Hold on.
Got a A1 who ain't day one, it's the third prize. Got a stick and move.
He sound like Young Dolph though.
He do sound
It's like a
Dolph.
Young Dolph, Moneybag Yo type, and I don't like either of those guys. So
Oh, okay.
that's my take.
All right, so
Appreciate you.
Y'all gonna put
Oh, we got one
y'all gonna
more.
put an instrumental on. Let me recover from this.
We can.
Put an instrumental on for me.
You can. This is Bloodshot. It is called Dynamic, I guess. So we'll see.
Brooklyn.
This kill got my eyes glowing.
This your speed. It's your speed. I already know.
You know, he rocking his head already. Turn me up. Turn it up.
Come on.
Both eyes bloodshot, cause restless. Moving every block like it's Tetris. Turned
Bar.
up, I'm on the guest list. Put medallion on my necklace. Probably why they say I'm selfish. Got the whole
This is actually
on my
not bad.
checklist. Still ripping Texas. That's that shit I'm making next with. Born with silver tongue, never had a fucking spoon. I was born inside a room. I put drugs in a balloon. I just blow up on my own. Always said I'll make it soon. I just cash out on the bill. They just need to hear my tunes. For the crib up on the hill, which my friends don't have
What?
a room.
Bills
This is
like
where
this?
my dreams come to.
I'm not riding with it in the whip, but it's cool.
Where the sun is on my block, this is where my dreams come true. Tell my G's I got hold guns too. Tell them boys I'm not afraid. I was locked inside a cage, never gave up any names. I was counting all the days that they gave. My eyes glowing
Like the
till
emo
the
trap
day that I was paid.
No, I got it.
Both eyes bloodshot, cause
That's not a
restless.
shot. That's like a,
Yeah, I like the melodic sound, but it's kind of like rapping, singing a little bit.
you like that YFN Lucci stuff.
Oh yeah.
Why Lucha
So,
cry on a song? I kill a nigga with a chopper. Oh.
Those that don't know, the homie Legacy do got bars. So I'm gonna throw an instrumental and let him get his shit off right. Too late.
Too late now, bro.
Damn, Broken Needle podcast.
You like I can't find the one I want.
Which one you want?
You got it. It was a five.
5 fingers of death.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm gonna get the
Sway.
5 fingers. I'm gonna get the sway. Oh boy. Hold on. I gotta turn my live back on for this one. I gotta do this on my personal page. Just because I say something, I can rap. 5 fingers of death. Hold on.
Let me see if I
Woo!
can find it.
5 fingers of death.
Man, I can't find the one I want. But
Man, just
Hold
drop
on, I
the
gotta turn
beat.
up. I gotta put the mic down. They want me to do the 5 fingers of death.
What? It's gonna be one.
Hey, yo,
finger,
put a
but
beat on. Put a beat on.
It's gonna be one finger, but
Don DeMarco.
give you a chance to spit some shit. Hey, all right, here we go.
Let's see. Don't give me no emo trap music either.
Oh, my bad.
Wrong one.
Oh, the East Coast, South Carolina. Okay. Turn me up. Hey, yo. Let's get it. They be like, bar for bar, I'm just boy with that kickback. They talking how you want it, you chalking niggas with Kit Kat. They talking Jesus has risen, so has the statistics in death in prison given. They talking about the diamond glistening, people that they listening. Hey, our leaders talking about don't get in it. They treat baby MCs like abortion clinics. Y'all better get it. They saying 5 fingers of death or 5 fingers of trigger. They killing niggas and here figure the time. Got your ghosts looking for power, so every hour they feeling dirty, they shower. You talking Brick City, we from Brick City. I'm talking New Jersey niggas that rockin' Brick City. New Jersey's niggas that keep Brick City, don't worry about it. I tell niggas I'm back at it, I'm hyping like crack at it. Let me take a crack at it, let me keep it and frank. You can hide up in the attic while I'm at it. I'm saving the crack addict while I'm at it. And they be putting in work, then I talk and go to church and they be like, that boy hurt. They be talking like, boy, you do it well with families that really matter till that thing hit your bladder. I mean, I dress like Urkel, bow ties and suspenders, I guess the 2 straps. Anyway, hey, I'm from a full house, so you best sit calm. Terrorist type of bars, nigga, I drop them bombs. Hey, let me get on my black power shit for a minute. Hey, yo, Al Sharpton be snitching, be bitching, then talking to camera. They talking they real crazy, just not side of faction. Break them down like an action, the non-fraction. Now fuck a Jesse Jackson. They talking how you do it, boy, I been high. You would die living the king dream, Coretta Scott. Y'all don't really wanna go, the boy, I'm quick to flex. Malcolm knew little, so they all popping X. They're talking about nations, they go, oh shit. Now imagination, I call myself. Now imaginations, now use your imaginations to imaginations that they only see on TV. See me, IBG, now you talking about notorious, I'm dead wrong. That sad boy better get your grind on, cause your homie turn your back on you like Puffy did when Shine On. Here's your 50 cent for any G unit that really wanna go to war. Tell them boys, and they be talking about Candace, Owens, Gary Owens. I guess in the middle, they the same thing. Coconut, cocoa wet, you know, brown, white in the middle, they're just a little, just a rub in your fiddle. Hey, half of you rappers that talking about trapping, y'all niggas be flexing. If you wanna talk about plugs, blacks and Mexicans, they don't deal with each other. They're just a little small knowledge. She be giving up brain like she going to college. Hey, walk around like a human scholarship. They be looking at the boy, got a type of scholarship. Independent black owned, I own my own independence. I'm talking June 19th. They be looking at your boy like Juneteenth. I mean Juneteenth teenagers, they celebrate them out. Y'all talking about the boy with the 4th of July. My Katy Perry on my waist, send me my fireworks. The bad boys, they talking, they sad boys, y'all don't really wanna do this. I'm still wildin', freestyling, waiting for 4 instrumental just to show you my potential. I be standing in the central location, the elevation. Boiler quick to blast, a big boy that keep 3 stacks and outcast. Y'all don't wanna go to war with that? Hey yo, just to play a little, they be talking real crazy, broken record with a broken needle. Shit, I been doing it from the start. Y'all niggas a dead rake, don't play with my heart. I let it fly about it. Rest in peace to Cedric Bellamy, shouted, I'm willing to die about it. As anybody in my company. Street legend, the manifestation, running the radio station, the elevation of this generation, phases in heaven, the devastation. Here's your trump card.
Keep going?
Keep going. Shit, fuck it. Hey, here we go. Hey yo, and they be talking about a neighborhood sip. The neighborhood don't love you cause they kill neighborhood nip. It just happens when you flex your muscle. You try to muscle with hustle, you try to hustle with motivate. They detonate, they kill your own kind, then they leave you blind. Then they say this game related for real. The LAPD all behind the skill. Fake tears and they all wanna act like they wanna act right. You got the tape, but they wanna act black, right? And everybody wanna be black until it's time to be black and show black actors. Hey, where's Bruno Mars? I guess he's spaced out. Look how he landed. Look how he playing it. That's what he like, 24K. He talking about jumping on a grenade for love. Nigga, cut it out. I'm telling all these jokers, niggas wanna bust it out. I'm not sneak dissing or taking subliminal shot, but subliminal shots get subliminally shot. That mean you automatically got. The niggas looking at me mugging cause my frown out. Niggas talking crazy looking at me cause I wild out. I was a sniper, my nigga hit you 3 miles out. You don't wanna play this game with me. The boy so versatile. I hang myself by the neck to let my ghost freestyle. I got puns and punches for days. Y'all don't really wanna do that. If I flip that yo, I come back with a large bank. Yo, it ain't a game, homeboy. We ain't talking West Coast and everybody doing what they gotta do. They still boasting bragging. They talking about how they do it. She saying how they do it. They be talking about disaster. Talking about marrying a white man. We got raped by the master. I ain't even talking all that. I'm talking bravery. You still concentrated to your mind slavery. I got my own kind acting blind. I talk about 9 on black 9, black on black iron. Leave you stretched out like the Michael Jordan sign. I'm not lying, they be talking how you shy back. They need to stop trying to make money. I'm a shy rat. I'm not the type of brother come around and shy back. A matter of fact, you fuck around and get shot back. Y'all talking about a cluster. Don't believe in ghosts, but I'll say Ghostbuster.
That's enough.
Yo.
That's enough, yo.
What's
up, yo? He brought it down, yo. Off the top too. That's what's up, bro.
that was a kid Legacy City with
Appreciate
the
it,
bars
man.
on top of
Word.
bars on top of bars.
My forehead a little bigger now. Gotta make me lose my hairline.
Hey, man. For all you hip hop fans, yo, that is not. Freestyling is not easy. Yo.
Nah.
That shit is not easy.
You
And they
tell,
keep
like,
going,
okay.
man.
You gotta talk about something, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Sheesh. So respect, man.
So,
Appreciate
episode 61 is officially in the bag. We're gonna call this "Creating a Legacy."
Ooh, I appreciate it. T-Rock. Named after me. T-Rock.
We're gonna call this a "Creating a Legacy."
Yeah,
all
I
right?
appreciate it, man.
Go ahead, and plug your socials and all that.
Street Legend Nation on Facebook, Legacy_City_03 on Instagram. Hey, any independent artist, listen, and I don't mean this in no disrespect. I don't care if your song is whack or whatever. Send it to streetlegendnationradio@gmail.com because I'm not the gatekeeper to say what's whack and what's not because somebody else may like it.
That's exactly what we do.
That's why send it to Street. Hey, same thing for y'all. Y'all got some artists, independent artists. Listen, real quick, just make sure there's a radio edit. Make sure you have artwork. Please make sure it's registered with BMI or ASCAP, BDS Radio, Media Base, Sound Exchange, SoundScan. So therefore, the FCC could cut you a paycheck for your single. StreetLegendNationRadio@gmail.com. That's the biggest plug, home of the independent artist, man. And StreetLegendNation.com is the website.
Talk about your shoe, yo.
Oh, man, yeah. Yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, some people in a basketball team in Germany bought 7 pairs.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? The Street Legend ones, they came out pretty dope. So, yeah, go on my Street Legend page. You'll see the shoes. I got the Street Legend 426, which is my birthday, April 26th.
Okay. All right,
so they
right.
came out. They hitting well. Legacy City 1 and 2. The ones are the red with the gray stripes. They've been selling. Right now, I'm up to, in the last 72 hours, I probably sold up to 28 pairs.
Oh, nice.
Of shoes, man.
Nice.
I appreciate y'all rocking with me and buying the shoes. And the money from my shoes go. If you notice, my shoes have the autism pattern on some of them.
Yeah.
The puzzles.
Right.
So my the sales I get from the shoes will go to special needs and autism families and different things of nature. So that's where my money's going. Anybody want to know where all the money going? Y'all been inside the Street Legend Studios. The money goes
It's
to
It's a real nice studio. So
any independent artist out there, you
anybody in general,
Period,
if
yeah,
you're
if
looking
you're
for a home to
independent,
record,
man.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely.
nice space,
and I know what I'm
bro.
doing. I really know how to produce, engineer, but that's the easy
Am not.
part. That's the easy.
better talk to him.
That's the easy part.
He made our intro.
Oh,
In mind,
okay.
yeah.
That's fire.
So,
You know what I'm saying? So that's fire. Even with just the studio, it goes to the community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I told y'all guys how to get curators on Spotify, how to get sponsors. So it's a classroom environment. That's why we trying to push and put money in the community, man. So that's what it's about. Street Legend Nation. Street Legend, the movement is deeper than the music. Street Legend Nation, home of the independent artists. My 501c3. I am the change. In order to become a change, you got to make a change. I am the change. Yeah.
J Mills.
So you know what it is, man. Follow us on Broken Needles Podcast on all streaming platforms as well as on YouTube. Any questions, comments, music, whatever, send to the Broken Needles Podcast at gmail.com. Follow me at DJJMillie05 on Twitter and Instagram, and DJJ-Millie on Facebook.
All right, you already know where to find me at DJ TEERECKZ on everything, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the world famous. We checking out. You know what I'm saying? It's the voice of the
Marco.
It's the voice of the people. You know what I'm saying? It's the big show. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Broken Needles Podcast. It's the Broken Needles Podcast with DJ T-Rex, DJ T-Rex, and DJ J, DJ J.
Hey, M9, come to your thing, M9, man. We forget about you, man. My boy back from
we forgot about him.
Because he took a sabbatical on
But
the
every
show.
time he come back with some fresh heat.
I know, I see that.
Yes, sir. Manuel Huddleston, SoundCloud, Instagram, YouTube, M9, all that.
Boy, somebody got a franchise. You know, I like the flats. The flats got the more meat.
All right, man, that's it, man. Episode 61 is in the bag. Create the legacy, you know what I'm saying? We out!
With the mixtape assassins.